All right, let's talk about money, but forget all the hype, forget the get-rich-quick nonsense you see online. In this explainer, we're going to break down the 7 simple, powerful money rules the wealthy actually use every day to build real, lasting financial stability. Let's get into it. So I want you to picture this. There's a guy working in a warehouse. He's just finished a 10-hour shift, and he is beat. The whole place smells like cardboard and sweat. He pulls out his phone, and his thumb is just kind of hovering over his banking app. He's been working harder than ever, but he's got this sinking feeling, like he's trapped by bills he can barely even keep up with. He takes a breath and finally taps the screen, already bracing for what he knows he's about to see. $11. That's it. That is all that's standing between him and zero. It's just a total gut punch, a feeling of complete hopelessness that, let's be honest, millions of us have felt before. But here's the thing. That moment, that wasn't the end of his story. No way. It was the absolute beginning. It was the moment he decided to stop playing by the rules that were keeping him broke and start learning the ones that build actual wealth. So where do you even start? Well, funny enough, the first step wasn't about trying to make more money. It was all about changing his habits. And these first 2 rules we're going to cover, they are the absolute bedrock of building wealth. You get these wrong, and honestly, nothing else is going to work. Okay, rule number 1 is pay yourself first. Now, I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But believe me, this is a huge mental shift. See, most of us, what do? We get paid, we pay the landlord, the phone company, the credit card, and then we look at what's left and hope there's something to save. And what's the problem with that? Yeah, there's almost never anything left. People who get ahead, they flip that whole script on its head. They treat their savings like it's the most important bill they have. It's the bill they pay to future you. So the second that paycheck hits their account, boom, before a single bill gets paid, a chunk of that money, say 10%, gets whisked away automatically to a savings or investment account. It's non-negotiable. And this creates a little bit of healthy pressure, like Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad would say, that pressure forces you to get smarter with the rest of your money, instead of just telling your future self they can't have anything. And that leads perfectly into rule number 2, which works hand in hand with the first. Live below your means. Now, this is not about depriving yourself or eating ramen for the rest of your life. It's about controlling your ego. It's about intentionally creating a space, a gap, between what you earn and what you spend. Because that little gap, that's the magical space where all wealth is born. This quote from Rich Dad, Poor Dad just nails the psychology. The wealthy build up their assets first, the things that make them money, and then they let the income from those assets buy the luxuries. People who struggle financially do it completely backwards. They buy the fancy car or the new phone with their own paycheck and credit, and they just dig themselves into a deeper hole. So you have to ask yourself a really honest question. Am I spending my money to look rich, or am I using it to actually become rich? Okay, so once you've got that foundation locked in, you're saving money consistently, now it's time for the fun part. It's time to put that money to work. This is where we fire up the growth engine. This is how you go from just getting by to truly getting ahead. All right, rule number 3, this one is an absolute game changer. Make your money work for you. Think about it. There are only so many hours in a day you can work, right? You get tired, you need a vacation, you get sick, but your money can work around the clock, 24/7. That, my friends, is the power of investing. And this just lays it out so perfectly. Your time is finite, but your money, when you put it into assets, things like index funds or real estate, it becomes like your own little army of employees. It works 24/7, it never complains, and the money it makes starts making more money through compounding. That is how you finally break free from the trap of just trading your time for dollars. Okay, on to rule number 4. And honestly, this might be the single most powerful investment you will ever make. And that is invest in your mind. Look, you can save money, you can even invest it, but if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have that financial literacy, you're basically flying blind. Knowledge is your superpower. It's what lets you spot opportunities others miss and adapt when the world gets crazy. This is the core truth of it all. Your mind, that's the one asset nobody can ever take away from you. Seriously, the market can tank, a business can go under, but what you know, that stays with you forever. Committing to learning, reading books, taking courses, studying how things work, that's what transforms a simple saver into a sophisticated wealth builder. All right, so you're saving, your money's starting to grow, what's next? Well, now you've got to protect it, because let's be real, building wealth takes time and effort, but losing it, man, that can happen in the blink of an eye. So this next part is all about building a financial fortress around what you've accomplished. This brings us to rule number 5. Never, ever rely on just one source of income. For almost everybody, that one source is their 9-to-5 job, and that makes you incredibly vulnerable. The wealthy understand this, but most of us only learn it the hard way, after the layoff notice comes, or a health crisis, or the economy takes a nosedive. Here's a good way to think about it. Imagine your income is a pipe feeding your entire financial life. If you only have that one pipe, what happens if it cracks? A lost job, a pay cut, and the whole flow just stops, dead. Everything is at risk. It is a super fragile, super stressful way to live. But what happens when you build a second stream and then a third? Maybe from a side hustle, some freelance work, rental income, investments. Now you've built resilience. If one of those pipes cracks, the others keep flowing. You're not trapped. You have options. You have security. And let me tell you, the moment money starts coming in from more than one place, you stop feeling trapped by one. And having those multiple streams leads us right into rule number 6, which is to protect what you build. It's funny, so many people are obsessed with playing offense, making more and more money, but they completely forget about playing defense. So how do you defend against all the curveballs life throws at you? A sudden medical emergency, a lawsuit, or just a moment of pure panic during a market crash can wipe out years of hard work. The good news is, the answer isn't complicated, but it does require some discipline. Here they are, the 3 pillars of your financial fortress. First, an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses sitting in cash, untouched. Second, proper insurance to shield you from those catastrophic, life-ruining costs. And third, emotional discipline. As Morgan Housel writes, your financial decisions should help you sleep at night. That means never making a major money move out of fear or greed. Okay, deep breath. We've covered habits, growth, and protection. Now we come to the final rule. And this isn't just another tactic. It's a philosophy. It's the master principle that governs everything else and separates fleeting success from generational wealth. Rule number 7, think in decades, not days. The greatest fortunes in the world were not built on get-rich-quick schemes or chasing hot stocks. They were built slowly, patiently, and deliberately over a long, long time. All the day-to-day market noise is just a distraction. Long-term growth is the only goal that matters. And this quote says it all. Time is the most powerful force in investing. It's what allows the magic of compounding to work, turning small, consistent contributions into massive sums. It's what smooths out all those terrifying drops in the market and lets the steady, upward trend of human progress lift your investments higher over the years. So let's go back to that warehouse worker staring at his phone. Let's fast forward 1 year. He's been living by these 7 rules, paying himself first, living below his means, investing a little bit every single month, learning, building. He opens his banking app, and the number he sees now isn't $11, it's $5,000. It's not a fortune, but it's a foundation. It's proof. It's hope. Pay yourself first. Live below your means. Make your money work for you. Invest in your mind. Build multiple income sources. Protect what you build. And think in decades. You now know the rules that most people will never, ever learn. But look, knowledge without action is just entertainment. So the only real question left is for you. Which one of these rules are you going to start implementing today?